What's up, guys? Welcome back to Let's Play Quake 3. So now we're moving on to, we've ranked up again. Now we are a warrior and we have a golden visor, making us look even more like Master Chief. Anyway, this is a possession match, which means we're going to die immediately at the beginning. No, it means we're going to have to play keep away with the flag, essentially. Most multiplayer games have game type like this, where you just pick up the designated object and hold it for longer than the other players can. Basically, survive. So I'm not really going to go out of my way to kill people in this match. I'm just going to hold the flag and camp with it because it's a legitimate strategy, as we all know. So, these matches get ridiculously chaotic because it's a free-for-all, and all free-for-all matches and all multiplayer games are ridiculous slugfests of nonsense, where people basically just steal each other's kills by waiting for another person to get engaged in a battle, and then kill them both off because they're both distracted. So, yes, that is essentially how free-for-all matches work in every multiplayer game, and any argument against that is invalid. So, no, we're just going to hold the flag here, and I think we can see the flag reflecting off of our visor, actually, which is kind of a nice touch. But we are camping as legitimately as we can, and yep, we're just kind of sitting here waiting it out. So yeah, not really too fond of these matches, honestly, but we can essential to Quake multiplayer. I mean, I'm not an expert, this is the PS2 version for Christ's sake, but essential common knowledge is essential to Quake multiplayer is the sound. If you can hear where your enemy is, then that's very crucial to planning your next move. So that's true in these kind of matches as well, where you have to listen for when an enemy is going to jump up right behind you and try to steal a flag from you. But I don't exactly know how the bots are programmed in this game. If they are like magnetically attracted to. First of all, how the hell did that happen? If they're magnetically attracted to where the objective is, or if they're just wandering around aimlessly until they find it. Obviously, they have to have some kind of AI script that tells them that they need this objective, that they're not just running around for the hell of it. But who knows? It's very interesting to discover how bots are programmed in multiplayer games. At least the bots in this game are much smarter than the bots in GoldenEye, at least. Which was a step up, but at least they're somewhat balanced, I suppose.
Excellent.
It's not like they won't give you a challenge, it's just, I don't know that completing this objective is their top priority necessarily. I think one of them fell in the molten whatever and decided that the flag was going to be deleted, so we're going to have to go pick it up from the spawn again, which is where we died horribly the first time. Also, I don't really care for this map. I don't like small maps like this that have pits. But anyway, that didn't take too long, so we get some upgrades and stuff, and we inevitably save again. We're now a warrior, if I didn't say so earlier. Now that we've taken a break from that nonsense, we can go and do another regular deathmatch.
Fight.
Which is what we always want to do in this game. Speaking of not being fond of maps, I don't particularly care for this map either. I think we spawned with a grenade launcher as one of our upgrades for this map, so that's kind of nice. But I'm already mowing down guys with the plasma gun because of the awesome aim assist. And the reason I'm not fond of this map is for obvious reasons. It's incredibly foggy and we can't see anything halfway in front of our face. So, but there's quad damage on this map, so as a result, it's ridiculous because it's tight, close quarters, and you can just utterly destroy everything with the quad damage if you can find it. So it's up there, and we'll work on getting it eventually. Or we could get it right now because the game is generous enough to spawn us right in front of it. I say that, you know, I failed to kill anyone with it. It's like it would do the most damage with the rocket launcher if the rocket would actually hit it.
You are tied for the lead. You have lost the lead.
Wow, I completely fail. I managed to kill no one with that quad run. But someone else is going to pick it up and we're going to have to take it from them again. Oh, come on. Didn't even kill that person with it.
You are tied.
Now we're killing people. Jeez. But such is the way of things in an unpredictable multiplayer game with a non-linear AI that decides it all kinds of shenanigans can happen. That's why I love games like this, shooters that have bots, even if they're not like in place of multiplayer characters. It's just the shenanigans that can happen with bots means that no two matches will happen exactly the same, which adds tremendously to the replay value and just the overall fun of it. That's why Star Wars Battlefront is one of my all-time favorite games, just because that game will, every single time you play that game, it will be fun, regardless. Just because shenanigans will happen, and it will be ridiculous. And it'll be ridiculous in ways you would not expect, so... for that one, we get a railgun, which is going to be awesome in the next level, because the next level is known for having such railguns. Yep, it's the camping grounds.
Fight.
So immediately we're gonna whip that bad boy out and put it to work. But now this is one of my favorite maps in the Xbox version. This is a highly competitive map in competitive multiplayer, and it's one of the ones you see at QuakeCon every couple of years, and every year rather. Okay, let's put that railgun use and miss horribly with it. Again and again and again. There we go. I use like half the ammo for that thing before I even got a hit. There we go. But there's more of them around here, so we're gonna have to pick up another one now. The annoying thing that's about this map is kind of unbalanced. Everything is kind of clusterfucked in one place. If you notice, all that stuff is up there on those pillars. And I think it's the red armor or the yellow armor that's up there on that initial jump pad there that I jumped up, so someone already picked it up. But the mega health is really what I went over to get. And there's another armor right over here where that guy just died. And it's basically you're just jumping around to get from one armor to the other, and avoiding everyone in between. Unless it's a one-on-one match in which you're trying to beat the guy to the other armor, meanwhile deciding whether or not you're going to take the high road or the low road. Taking the high road, you get the railgun up here, so that worked out pretty nicely. And yeah, this map is exactly the same in the Xbox version. There's no real changes to the weapon spawns or anything like that, so... Although I don't think there's been any other instances where there's been changes, but... if there were, I'm sure I would have noticed. This version is not nearly as dark because it doesn't have as much special high-definition graphics and anti-aliasing, which means I can actually LP it because I can actually see what I'm doing. Oh, you gotta love that sound effect. Can't wait to get to the end of the game in Rage now that the DLC has come out. And then we now have that Ultra Nightmare mode. Haha, rocket jump. But because I so want to just have that last level actually be challenging and use all of, like, get a ridiculous stock of those augmenters that give you quad damage and just go in there with ridiculously overpowered nonsense. Anyway, we won another battle and we won a proximity mine launcher, which is only available in certain maps and game types. Okay, well we can't show off the at least I don't think we can show off the proximity launcher in here, but I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but how you unlock the those temporary bonus upgrade things with the initial spawn weapons that I've been talking about. Oh, we can use it. How about that? But basically, yeah, how you get them is you, it shows you there before you start the match, like, you have to get a certain amount of medals. And the medals include, like, the excellence and let's see, excellence, the impressives, whatever they are. And so basically this match is going to be a one flag CTF match where we have to take, actually it's a two flag CTF match, but they can't capture our flag for whatever reason. But we basically have to go to the lowermost point of this map and get their flag, and then take it up to the highest most point of our base, essentially. which is really annoying because there's these giant pendular crosses down here that seem to want to kill everything around them, including the allied team. So at least we can just sort of jump right up here, and there's a haste here somewhere, so that's going to help us with our mobility. We just have to come up here. This is actually not that hard to get through. I mean, if you get out that rear exit with the flag, and you get up that jump pad, you pretty much have it set. I mean, there's no one going to be up there to stop you. It seems like they seem to want to stick the AI wants to seem to stick as close to the actual flag as possible instead of protecting it from behind like they should. And then you get shenanigans like that where two bots get stuck together, and then I just go in there and kill them all. Well, that didn't go as well as I would have hoped, but anyway. This is actually not a bad map either. This is one of the only maps that the BFG 10K is in the Xbox version. I'm not sure if the BFG 10K is in this version or not. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure it is, though. I don't think it's actually called the BFG 10K in this game, but seeing as how this is Quake continuity, I'm going to assume that it is. I managed to get both the red and yellow armors already. Now we can also go backwards down this way, but that might be faster and safer because I'm not enjoying these giant crosses of death. Not in the slightest. Forgive me of being ignorant of blasphemy, but I can't remember what the upside down cross means. So, yeah, I know it's something blasphemous, but I don't remember what. But this is Quake, so I assume it could be anything. I will be okay with this game offending any and every religion it chooses to. I really don't care. Anyway, there's that haste. We can run like the game intends us to. It'd be pretty hard to miss the flag after getting up those platforms like that, but I guess we've scored 3 times. I think we have to score 5 total. Oh yeah, there's the mega health up there. I think you can only get it by going side to side. I'm not sure if you can get it by going on the back jump pad there, but we can try it, I suppose. Oh, not quite. But that's where it is. I'm glad they keep it somewhat out of reach, but that's sort of their thing that they have claim to, and we have, well, I guess, the red armor or something like that over here. Okay, so that makes 4, and we've encountered little to no resistance thus far, the last 2 or 3 captures or so. I suppose those bots can be anywhere.
5-minute warning.
If I had enough patience, I would actually, you know, go through these like they intend you to, but I don't want to I don't want to stand around and get shot in the meantime either, so. This guy, he thinks he's people. Climbing around on our base like that.
You win.